Hey there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. When was the last time you had fun drawing? When was the last time that you looked at the paper with, wonder and you had this awesome picture of like Spider-Man or something in your mind and you wanted to see it come to life with your own, skill at that time? Even though you didn't know how to draw anatomy, you didn't know how to use proper colors, you didn't know how to hold a pencil even, you still took that page and drew whatever it is that you wanted to draw. And now I'm assuming that the people who are listening to this is probably artists. uh, if anyone else is listening, I'm pretty sure that these things are going to apply to whatever you're doing as well. As long as the career path you've chosen is something that you like to do, something you kind of qualify as your passion, or something of that sort. I don't really like using that word, but it's something you're really good at and you really enjoy doing. So that's the key word for this video. It's something you enjoy doing, right? And that brings me back to the question, like, when was the last time you had fun drawing? When was the last time you had fun painting? So if you look at yourself today, and you see that when you're drawing, you're not having fun, because this happened to me very recently. If you're not having fun drawing, you're way too focused on how the anatomy is, or how anything is, like perspective, or colors, or anything. All of that matters, sure, but it doesn't matter if you're not having fun. The first thing you need, if you're getting into a career like this, if you're getting into any career, is that you need to have fun doing it, right? um, because when you think about it, you started to draw. Well, I started, or let me tell you my thing. I can't talk for everyone, but I'm pretty sure this is how most people came up. I started to draw because it was my favorite form of escape, right? There was a real world. We had stuff like toys, we had stuff like a TV, and all of that. But my younger self found fascination with taking up a crayon and scribbling on the walls when I was a baby. And that, evolved as I grew, and it became sort of an escape from the real world when I was drawing. So, and, anybody can relate to this. You doodle on the side of your, notebook, or textbooks, in class when the teacher is teaching, is because you want to get out of that boredom, right? But if you look at your art career, or your art, your segment of your life today, it's bigger, it's much bigger. And sometimes that's a problem, because today you're taking this hobby, this escapist hobby that you love doing, that you had fun doing, and you realize that you're competing with others, with other Instagram artists. You're comparing yourself to them, and you're seeing that your anatomy is not good, or your perspective is not good, your colors are not good, your this is not good, this person is earning much more than you, you're not getting any clients, even though you're putting in a lot of effort. The fact that you forget is that you don't have to have that stuff. Nobody owes you anything just because you're drawing, right? You're doing this for yourself, first and foremost. And a lot of times, you forget, like, if you're not getting enough, if you're not getting noticed, if your voice is not getting heard, you start to completely feel discouraged, and you start to just completely lose it. You feel like, why am I even doing this? I don't want to do this anymore. And you complain about the craft, and you complain about the people who are practicing the craft. If you want to pay your bills with art, right, you should really get good at it, like really get good at it. today's world, there is no space for average players anymore. You have to be really good, and even if you're really good, a lot of people who are really good does not get work, right? So when you think about that, you realize that there's only one way to do this, and that is to have fun doing it, right? That's the core of any craft. You need to have fun. If you don't have fun, you cannot practice, and if you're not practicing, you cannot improve, and if you're not improving, you're not going to get clients, and you're not going to get people who are going to buy your stuff. So you need to work on your craft. You need to have fun, right? First and foremost. Now there's another factor to this. A very common problem with artists and in the art career itself is that we can suffer burnout. So when you're drawing for a huge extent of time, continuously for days, you can get burnt out. You don't want to, you're really tired of doing it. So and when something like that comes again, it's not, you start hating it, and you don't realize that you're just tired. What you need to do is just back up and just have fun with something else, like play video games or read comics or whatever, and you can come back to it like after like 2 days or something. So take a holiday or something. So deal with burnout like that, and then come back to it, because it's that burnout phase is not going to be there forever. It's going to move on. You have to move on. So after a while, you'll feel like coming back. If you're taking time out from drawing, you'll feel like you coming back to the drawing board as soon as possible, and that will motivate you to draw more. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the subject. It's something that I've been struggling with for a long time, but like these few months, it's not been an issue, because I have realized this stuff, right? But maybe like 3 4 or maybe 5 months ago, until 5 months ago, I was really insecure and really worried about things like this, things that didn't matter. I forgot to have fun with what I was doing, and because of that, it reflected on my work as well, on whatever I was doing as well. I was not noticing the reasons why I loved doing it in the first place, that was there, and instead I focused on the things that were bad, which were technical stuff, and it made my life miserable. It's not hard to see why something like that can mess up your life, because you are first of all just mostly focused on just drawing every day, trying to improve or whatever. But if you're not having fun with it, then of course you're going to be miserable. It's going to be like being stuck at school or being stuck at a 9 to 5 job that you don't like doing, because you don't like doing it, and it's a lot of effort, and you're not focusing on anything else, you're not having any other like sort of fun. That hurts. That will make your life miserable. So the only answer to that is to remind yourself to take it easy. Don't be too harsh on yourself when it comes to fundamentals or the basics of drawing. Give yourself space. You need that stuff. You need the fundamentals. You need to train yourself to draw. Otherwise, you won't get good, obviously. We need that stuff. But don't take it to that level where you want to improve because you want to visualize your ideas better. That's why you should want to improve. You shouldn't want to improve because you want to get, for example, followers on Instagram, something like that. And that will provide you with the motivation to draw, just draw. And that's internal motivation, Like, it doesn't depend on any external factors, it just depends on yourself. It just, you program yourself to get the dopamine hits when you draw, during the process of drawing. And so an effect of that, like a side effect, I mean, a byproduct of this process is that you get better eventually. Because sometimes you feel like you want to take references and try and study from references, study masters, not just draw from imagination. Or if you're somebody who already does that, you'll want to try and draw from imagination and do things like that and have fun with it, explore the craft. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Have fun painting, and I hope you guys are having a great month. So the background images that you're seeing right now is the smogist that I've done this year, that I'm doing currently. This is like the first week. So yeah, I'm doing this challenge, and it's been fun. It's been so much fun so far, and I wish to do more. And I want to kind of do randomly generated dragon videos. So yeah, maybe that might come in the future. So anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, probably next week. Bye.